What is going on, guys? It's Blake C back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys the best beginner's guide to the game named Fisch. This game has grown tremendously since the last update, and it was at around like 10k 20k ish players, but now it's at 60 to 40k players. And I thought, why not make a beginner's guide, because there's a whole lot of new players joining the game. So let's get into it. So we're at the island called Moosewood. This is where you will spawn when you first join the game, and I recommend coming over here to this NPC, talking to him and doing all of his quests, because this guy is the guy that gets you started, and he's basically a guide to the game. Now, I've already done all of his quests, but after you do all of his quests, I recommend coming over here to the Angler. These quests are really helpful, and if you do them, they give quite a bit of money to beginners. Now, I have that quest doing right now. Okay. Next, you're going to want to save up for the training rod, the plastic rod, and then you're going to want to get the carbon rod. Now, the carbon rod you'll have for a while, but make sure you guys do not buy these rods right here. These rods are the worst rods in the game. Do not waste your money on them. But the carbon rod, this one is a nice beginner's rod. And I'm going to go over to Roslet Bay, which is another island, and I'll show you guys the fishing rods over there that you can get. They're really nice. We're here at Roslet Bay, and you're going to want to come over here to the dock, park your boat. After that, you're going to come over here to this guy and buy the steady rod. This is the one you're going to want. It costs 7,000. And this is the next best rod after carbon rod, and this will really get you started into the game. And when I got my steady rod, I just kept grinding and grinding until I got the mythic rod, which I will show you guys in a second. So yeah, let's go. I forgot to mention, do not buy the rapid rod or the fortune rod. They are really a waste of your money, and they really don't matter. So you're going to want to go from carbon straight to steady rod, and you'll be set. Now let's go over to this mythical rod. So I couldn't find a traveling merchant in my server, so I'm going to put a picture on screen of what it looks like. And at this traveling merchant, there is usually 90% of the time there is a mythical rod. And it costs $110,000 in-game currency. And that's the rod that you're going to be sticking with for the whole end game, basically. Because right now I have the mythical rod and I still use it. That's how I have my $2 million in-game. And that's exactly what I did. I went from the training rod to the carbon rod to the steady rod and to the mythical rod, and I can tell you guys right now that's probably the best route you're going to want to take in this game, because I'll tell you right now, it is the best, and you can believe me because I'm max level and I have 2 million in-game currency. So let's move on to boats. In the beginning, like early game, you're not going to really need a fast boat, but you start off with the rowboat, which you can stick with for a while. The next boat you probably want to get is, where is it at? The bass boat. The bass boat is the next best boat from the rowboat, and I made the mistake of buying the hovercraft. Do not buy the hovercraft. It sucks so bad. Don't buy the surfboard either. I made that mistake. Buy the bass boat. Just go straight from rowboat to bass boat when you have the money. Don't go buy this and right away because you want a faster boat. Trust me, do not waste your money early game because you're going to need it. And basically after the bass boat, I went for the speedboat, which is the next best one after that. And after that, I think I went straight for the jet ski, which is the best boat in the game. It goes 180 studs per second, but you can only fit 2 people on it. It's pretty small, but it's pretty worth it. I mean, the jet ski is worth it in my eyes, but don't buy it until you get to late game because, trust me, it's a waste getting boats early game. Alright, now I'm going to be going over the weather and events. This is on the Fisch wiki, and me and a couple of people actually made this, so I'll link it in the description if you want to go look at it. As you can see, it's very helpful, very interactive. This is all of us that made it down here. Credits to us, and of course the owner of Fisch. But we're going to be going over weather and events. There is a lucky pool, and as you can see, it gives a 45% luck boost, and this is what it looks like. There are the strange whirlpools, which you can go into, and basically it brings you to a whole nother place, and you can fish in there and everything. And there's a couple buyable items in there, but I wouldn't say they're really worth it. A Shiny Surge, 3% increased catch rate. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words here. Mutation Surge, 15% increased catch rate. Night of the Fireflies, all nocturnal fish have 2x catch rate during this event. Night of the Luminous, 10% increased sparkling catch rate. This is the Traveling Merchant, which you guys saw the image of earlier. That's the mythical rod right there for 110,000 in-game currency. A Fish Abundance, it will basically just be a giant beam in the sky with a random fish name on it, and pretty much it's just a higher rate to catch that fish. Aurora Borealis is currently the best event in the game right now, and it gives you a 6x luck boost. That is why it is the best in the game, obviously. A Shark Hunt, it's worth going to these with the steady rod. When you have the steady rod, go to these all the time. You're guaranteed to catch the great white shark. It might be a little bit of a challenge, but it's definitely worth the catch. Foggy, 35% luck to find the corresponding fish, and I will go over the corresponding fish in just a second. Windy, 35% luck for corresponding fish, and so on for snowy, so on for rainy. So the corresponding fish, as we can see here, for example, when the weather's clear, there's going to be a higher chance to catch an anchovy. When it's foggy, there's going to be a higher chance to catch a bream, so on and so on. But I will link this website in the description for your guys' use, and it is very, very helpful. It has everything in the game on it, even the holiday events. Like, it shows you everything about the holiday events, and I'll go over that stuff in just a second. But first, let's go over the events, because it is currently in the game. A Frightful Pool, it allows you to catch the Halloween fish, which are the Nessie, which is a mythic, and it is very, very valuable. I haven't even caught one myself yet, but I haven't really been after them. A Zombie Fish, a Goldfish, a Lurkfish, Candy Fish, and the Skelly Fish. And there's a special rod you can get by bringing this witch 6 ingredients. As you guys can see over here, she's at Moosewood. If you give her 6 items, she'll give you this rod. She will give you a boat. And she will give you some money too if you have extra ingredients. But here's all the ingredients. This is what they look like. There's a blue mushroom, a skull, turnip, candy corn, and a witch's eye. Also including bobbers and titles. That is also something you get from giving her ingredients. You get the Jack-o'-bobber, the dark art skull, a bat. You get the hollowed, haunted, nightmare angler, and ghostly Angler, and happy Halloween to all of you folks out there. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Halloween event and just events in general, like the weather and events. So I'll catch you guys on the next topic here. Alright, I'm actually going to go over the enchantments because these are really important, and I'll tell you guys the best enchantments you're going to want to have. There's Seeking, 10% fish size, Swift, -30 lure time, Long, +50 line distance, Ghastly, 20% chance for a ghastly fish or a translucent fish, 20% luck, Divine, 45, Mutated, 7% mutation chance, Unbreakable, you get a whole lot of weight you can carry, Steady, 25% progress gain, Blessed, 2% shiny/sparkling chance, Wormhole, 45% chance to catch a random fish, Resilient, 35% resilience, Controlled, +0.15 control, Storming, Breezed, Insight, Insight 1.5 XP, but Breezed and Storming, they give you a certain amount of luck during that weather. Scrapper, 60% chance to not consume bait. The best enchantments here are definitely Divine. Another one is Steady. Where's the other one at? Divine, Steady, and Controlled. Controlled, Resilient, Steady, and Divine are definitely the best ones on here. And if you really want to conserve bait, you can get this one, Scrapper, but I don't really think it is much. Yeah, I don't think it's very good, but you do you. I almost forgot to mention how and where to enchant your rod. So if you leave Moosewood and go right past this little island here, and go, where is it? To the Statue of Sovereignty. You go here, you go up these little ladders here, into the mine, down to this little elevator. It will cost you 400 in-game currency to head down there. And, let's see. Sorry, I had to turn my UI here for a second. If it would let me interact, it'll black screen you and then teleport you. Alright, here we go. So this, you basically just hold out your rod and enchant your rod, but you're going to need one of these enchant relics, and you can only enchant things during night, so always remember that. But if I wanted to, I could enchant, and then, you know, it would give me a certain thing on my rod, which I just went over. Alright, next up here is the mutations. There's Mythical, which gives you a giant value increase. Midas, it gives you a little value increase. Shiny gives you a little, again, value increase. Sparkling gives the same value increase as a shiny. Electric, value increase. Glossy, value increase. Silver, value increase. Darkened, value increased. Translucent, value increased by 30. Frozen, 30. -15. Albino, 15. Big, 0. It just makes the thing bigger. And giant, 0%. But these are what they all look like. Giant is obviously bigger than big. Albino makes it white. Negative flips the colors, I think. I'm not even sure. Frozen. Oh, it's obviously frozen. Translucent. You can see through it. Darkened. It is fully black. Silver. It's silver. Glossy. It's really, really shiny. Electric is the little lightning bolts coming off of this enchant relic. Sparkling is the little effects coming off of it. Shiny, I'm not really sure, but Midas makes it gold. Mythical makes it change into rainbow colors. And that's pretty much it for the mutations and enchantments for your rods. yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, I'll catch you guys next. Alright, I'm gonna go over equipment now. So there is the radar at Moosewood, which is very helpful, by the way. I'll show you guys what it does right now. So it basically tells you the area you're more likely to catch a specific fish in. So let me head up here really fast, and you can see a better chance to catch pike, goldfish, pike, and carp. And this is really all around the map. And back there behind the island is the yellowfin tuna. This fish radar is basically the only good equipment in the game other than the lamp, basically. But that's about it. Alright guys, that is going to conclude this fish video. I hope this beginner guide helps you guys out immensely. And always, stay happy. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Happy Halloween.